Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hen's Tooth Cafe. It's been a little while, but I've been kind of busy discovering a circuit that I never really worked on before. The Big Muff. Yeah, I know. What are you thinking? Been around forever. Why haven't you built one? Well, finally got around to it. This is the Big Muff, what I call the Big Muffarray. Because you might recall a while back I took the Super Fuzz and I put a little bit of a twist on it using a transistor array chip. And so I decided, well, four transistors on an array chip. So I built one around the MPQ 2484. Now this has already been done before. The Swollen Pickle, the original Swollen Pickle, I believe, was built with a transistor array chip. I think it was the MPQ 3904. Well, the 2484 is a high gain, has four high gain transistors on it. The gains on this chip, the transistor gains, are a bit above your run-of-the-mill 2N5088s. And I'm happy with the results. What I did is, like, I know there's a lot of different Big Muff circuits out there. You got your triangles and your ram heads and your reissues. Anyway, I took a little bit, I breadboarded this and mixed and matched resistors and capacitors. So it's got a bit of triangle in it, and it's got a bit of ram's head in it. And I'm using all carbon comp resistors. I decided to go old school on it. But the caps are all metal film caps. And I ended up going with adding a cap that into this just between the tone section and the third transistor, because I was getting a swishing sound when I was turning the tone. So I'm using a Panasonic metal film 1UF capacitor in there, and that doesn't mess with the tone that much, and kills the swishing sound, kills the sound of the DC on the wiper. So the other thing I added here too is a body control. That's you'll find that on Jack Orman's AMZ Musique website. And basically it either dips or boosts the mid-range, because Big Muff can be quite it can have a fairly good scoop in the mid-range, which will kind of kill the guitar from cutting through a mix. So you have what's called a body control, and at minimum, I hope I've wired this right. At minimum, it should give the scoop, the mid scoop that a Big Muff sound is known for. And as you turn it up, that scoop will come up and it'll get boosted. Sustain, your tone control, and volume. So I'm gonna just balance out the volume here. I'm using my Dillian Explorer, going straight into an Ampeg G212 with a little bit of reverb, just to give it a little life. That's the bridge pickup. And the neck pickup. So I got the sustain on minimum right now, body and tone control at noon. I'll go back to the bridge pickup. So I went don't we play a little bit with the tone controls here? I'm going to sweep the body control. I have the tone at 12 o'clock right now. So, thank God I wired this right. You can see the body control at minimum now, and it's scooping the mids out. Yowza! Yeah, mid-range. Hello. So there's a really good example of what a body control can do for you. I'd like to thank my brother in pedals, Jimmy Photon, for putting me onto that. I was just going to go with a little toggle switch, but why the hell have a toggle switch when you can have a pot? Hey, hello. So if we put the body at minimum and sweep through the tone control. When you lose the mids, you lose a bit of volume too. My tone pot's backwards. I like to have the treble on the right side. Anyway, no big deal. I can fix that later. We'll put the body all the way up and have a listen. That's full treble. And full bottom. For the body control, I found that a log pot works nicer than a linear pot. A linear pot, I found that the body control tend to bunch up on one side, where a log pot evened out what you hear as the mid-range sweep, what your ear hears. It levels it out much nicer. It's got a nicer sweep from one side to the other. So look, you do what you want, but I like a 25K log pot for the body. Okay, so let's start bringing in some sustain here, and we'll go to about 9 o'clock. Oh, let's go to noon now. o'clock now. This is another log pot. Another place where I used a log pot was for the sustain. Again, I found that the sustain was bunched up a lot to one side. So, log pot for the sustain, log pot for the body, and linear for the tone and volume. I know, you know, pedals, just about all pedals will use a log pot for the volume, and it's just that when I was looking at the old schematics for the Big Muffs, I saw they were all using linear, so I figured I'll just stick with the linear since it was something that was already in the old ones. Neck pickup. Can you say sustain? Okay, that's enough. Full power, Scotty. So there you go. That's the Big Muffarray. Okay, it was the swollen pickle. Transistor array, Big Muff. A little bit of mix of values for resistors and caps from a little bit of triangle, a little bit of ram's head. And all the details are available at diystompboxes.com. I got a Vero layout there. And you can check it out there. There we go. Thought I'd throw that in there. Alright, Hen's Tooth Cafe, thanking you once again for coming. Have yourselves a great day. Ciao.